Doug and Ryan lead the laughter. Best podcasts in all the land. Crack a beer, the time is near. Stories bold and true. Saucy moments with some cheer. This hour's made for you. The Well, it's where we dwell. Laughs and drinks, they swell. Doug and Ryan casting spells. In our hearts they always held. From the first to final pour, wisdom flows unknown. The legends of the nights before. In laughter we have grown. Shots and stories intertwined. Underneath the moon, brews and banter so divine.
And we're back. We're here. It's Friday.
It's Friday, baby.
It's time. Everybody knew.
Just closing out every program on my computer so this thing will actually work.
Just gotta, make a little easier job for itself.
I know, dude. It's brutal.
Don't be so hard on it. You're pushing them too hard.
I got some fire ads, though.
Did you?
I got some good ads coming out.
I'm excited.
Some spicy ones, dude.
Oh, we're going spicy. Okay.
They're not that spicy, actually. They're pretty tame. Complete opposite of spicy, actually. What's good? Friday.
Not too much. Yeah. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday.
Do
you already have the Sunday scaries?
Yeah, I'm already thinking about killing myself because it's Sunday. No, not yet.
Not yet.
I did. I was listening to this. Like the Almost Friday guys, Friday beers.
Oh yeah.
Sketch comedy thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that they were talking about the Sunday scaries. It's like, yeah, I had a great weekend. I mean, Sunday I wanted to kill myself, but that's normal. That's par for the course.
Dude, the Sunday scaries are real.
They're very real.
Just fucking.
What'd you get for? I know we agreed to do a sexy red wine for the end of February.
This is I can't tell if this was a poor choice or not. Just a glass of red wine. I mean, for me, it is
2:00. I mean, it might put you to fucking sleep, and
it is a weird choice. But
it's 5 p.m. for me, so it's like a normal red wine time, I guess.
Justin?
Ooh, I love Justin. But
Yeah.
What wine did you get? I'm just kidding.
A little Justin wine for me, and it's kind of like it's just not enough opportune time to be drinking wine.
I said hard seltzer. Do we go wine? You decided wine.
I know. Do you have anything else in your fridge that you could swap to?
I don't. If you want to swap, though, you should.
I might have to swap, dude.
Just not feeling right?
It's just like, I'm going to get caught in the wine trap right now.
When you start, it is kind of hard to stop sometimes.
I know. I don't even know what to... I'm going to get a beer. I can do a beer.
Word.
I took one sip of that, and I was like, I just want to lay on the couch.
Yeah. This is like, it's time to watch a movie. Don't worry, I'll vamp. Don't worry, take your time. While Ryan's gone, I can talk about my selection. Yeah, it's a little apothic, a little red blend. I went with Big Seller on Saucy.
Did you ska for the people?
Did I ska?
Is that what it's called? What's it called?
What do you mean?
Boobity boop bap bap.
Oh, scat?
Scat.
Did I scat a little for them?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
A little
I said,
scat
a
voice.
1, a 2, a skibbity dibbity. I'll take the apothic red blend.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so much better.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, a 2 p.m. red wine is wild.
That is wild. That's wild.
That's
Maybe like a white wine I could maybe do, but I
Oh,
don't
for
have that.
sure. Yeah, white wine is fine. A white wine is like people do that for brunch. Like,
I know that red wine was like
need a bowl
Slap
of
me
pasta.
in the
or
ass
something.
and call me Shirley, baby. I'm going to bed.
That's over for me.
um. Oh, nice! Out of the fucking coffee cup.
Yeah, of course.
Apothic out of the coffee cup is pretty cool.
I don't have a real wine glass. Like I have like a small glass, but I was like that. I don't know, look, I'm like I could. It almost feels like a mug is more relevant to a wine choice than a old fashioned type of glass. What are those called? Like a tumbler? I don't even know what the glasses are called.
You should have filled up that Browns cup I got you.
Oh, I do have that. I use that for beers all the time.
Just
I
fill it
love
all the way to the top.
Just a whole bottle right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finally stopped being shy about wearing the hat you got me with because it's a little bit bigger. It's just different than this one. But I finally started debuting that more. I've become a little more confident with it.
What are the reactions like?
That helped a lot too.
What are the reactions like? Are you getting
constantly beautiful women are coming up to me now. Asking me for my number. I'm getting dudes who are like more jacked than ever, like being like, "Oh, dude, you look so good. What do you do?" You know, like I mean, kind of just turned me into an alpha male.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, suddenly all at once.
Goal.
Yeah,
that was the goal of the whole thing. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. I forgot I put in the news feed channel, but I wanted to talk to you about the DoorDash stealing everyone's tips. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah. Now I didn't really like anything, but I saw like a headline. But yeah,
how insane is that?
it is kind of wild.
Yeah, those dashers got punked, dude.
You ever go on? I think we have just for our job that gone on like the DoorDash Reddit and seen how people like talk about it. Like,
yeah,
I mean, that almost seems like the most. Is DoorDash the most popular of all of them? DoorDash, Uber Eats, like Seamless is Uber Eats now.
I feel like it's DoorDash and because Postmates is Uber Eats, right?
Yeah, I loved Postmates. That was the one I always used. I was even using it post Switch too for a little bit.
The Postmates app doesn't really work that well anymore.
Yeah, they want you to use Uber now. That was the one I used all the time, like especially around COVID and stuff. Like it was Postmates. I don't know why I liked that one more. It made me feel good.
No, they were good.
Yeah,
pre-purchase, like all these companies.
Yeah, and then they just become all the same thing.
Yeah,
you just buy a different logo.
Yeah, Uber Eats is just like we're gonna fuck all deliveries up.
That would be great. And we're gonna do the commercial that makes me want to freak out. Absolute earworm of because it's not even clever. I fucking hate it. Do you know the one I'm talking about where it's like
we've talked about it.
I'm because I know I hate it so much. But like during football season, just constantly like can't get fumbles, but you can get a turnover, an Apple turnover. You can't get a touchdown, but you can get a burrito with Uber Eats. I'm like, what is this? Like, just some host doing that for 30 seconds is just like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I know. But yeah. So the stealing of tips, that's a pretty wild one.
It is wild.
$17 million settlement.
Tip theft.
But it was crazy. So they said they were. The way I read it, they didn't tell the drivers, but they basically had it in their contract that up until it was like almost like an AOV, like up until a certain amount, then after that you were able to receive the tip.
So, I totally know everything you're talking about, but maybe explain it for the people that are listening. Like, what did they? So, like. I guess I only saw like the headline, right? So like I guess was it like were they doing this maliciously? Was it an accident, like an accounting error, or is this like in their like deep terms of service people like realized that they were not getting paid?
Deep terms of service.
Okay.
So let's see. I just pulled it out.
That's so sick just to put bullshit into terms of service. God, that's like the best. I feel that'd be the coolest part about creating a malicious company.
Customers were misled into thinking tips would be directly given to delivery drivers, aka Dashers.
Yeah.
Instead, DoorDash would keep the tips and take it out of their guaranteed pay.
I feel like is this not the same like story they have every year and a half, every 6 months? I feel like I hear this constant. Like, I remember this was hot in the Reddit streets with them, where like they were like, yeah, like it's all misleading for the customer because like they always want you to tip more and more and more and make it like out of your kindness of your heart. All of the tipping language, even I use Uber Eats, but I know like I'm sure it's not that different. Like the tipping language it always has 21% for it is like the norm. Yeah, and it's always the things next to it are to to your delivery driver. So 21% is you're great, 25% is thanks for going above and beyond, and 30% is you're the best. It's all you to the person. Yeah. That's so, and it's fucked if like if DoorDash's was similar, because it's a complete the
language says it's going there, but they use customer tips to offset the base pay it had already guaranteed to the workers, instead of giving workers the full tips they rightfully earned. So
they just fill out.
Yikes!
That is crazy to do.
Yeah, and you wonder why your shit's being drank on the way.
Yeah,
or just being stolen.
yeah, more often than not. Yeah,
it's crazy. We got like some feedback off your mic.
What do you mean?
It was like shh.
Still?
Technical difficulty.
You still hear that?
Yeah, I hear it now.
Oh, please get like that. I don't know what that is.
Do you hear it?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Oh, that sounds... No. Can't hear you. Plug it back in. So, while he's figuring that out, what did the investigation find? While the delivery company would pay a minimum of $1 to the Dasher, the investigation found that the tips paid by customers weren't always given to the Dasher. For example, for orders with a guaranteed $10 earnings from DoorDash, if a customer tipped between $0 to $9, the Dasher would always receive $10. You probably got to turn your audio on.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to get rid of this one because it's giving feedback and I can't hear it or see it. So.
Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It is wild just that you can do that.
So if a customer tipped $9, DoorDash would pay $1.
Seems fair. Well, I mean, who's really creating the opportunity for the Dasher to even make that money, you know?
That's so fucking crazy. I don't know, man. It was wild. That's why you got.
Let me just play devil's advocate right now. I mean, it's not like it's free to run DoorDash. Can I just say that real quick?
I mean, those people are definitely the skeeziest of them all.
Yeah, any of that shit. And then any of that stuff where it's like VC like oriented companies, like it's all just, I feel like it all just kind of rots out eventually because they just have to keep on making more money, you know?
Yeah. And, well, what's great, what kills me with DoorDash is like, at least versus us in DoorDash, is they'll set like pricing at like, and we talked about this a ton. Pricing will look so good on their main page, but when you go through checkout, they end up being like $2, $4, $5 more than us. Every single time, with all their fees and everything.
It's better. I mean, I even remember us like seeing a complaint before being like saying that our prices were higher than like Uber Eats and DoorDash, and then we did that check and we were like, oh,
you go through checkout and you're like, we're actually cheaper.
No, they're just doing an amazing job of the belief around it. I we used to be in the weed game too, and I remember. Do you remember Glassdoor had what was one of their fees? It was an employee wellness fee that you would pay $2.99 for on every delivery. It's like, isn't that kind of your job?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I've got to pay your employees. Like, that's kind of your
dude.
thing.
So crazy. Whatever. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, who cares?
I'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
And I did send you some trending news.
I know, I saw that. The one that the Citibank thing,
Yeah,
crediting someone the $91 trillion instead of 280.
I love that one.
Dude, I don't know how. Common mistake.
How crazy is it that the guy had it for 90 minutes?
I know.
I mean, do you think he checked his account during that time?
If I would have, I don't know what I would have done. I would have
transfer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for sure. I guess I read a little more about it because I was actually pretty interested in it. And it's like, I guess no money actually got transferred ever. It was just only in like display. So even if he would have seen it, he would like
numbers. Yeah.
It was just numbers.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way Citigroup has $81 trillion.
It's just laying around to be able to transfer out without any. It's funny that like there wasn't something that like popped up that was like, "Are you sure?"
Well, you had 90 minutes to basically clear any transaction you ever wanted.
That'd be so sick. Buy a fucking boat.
I mean, buy the fucking United States.
Yeah, I'd buy a sports team.
One United States, please. Just like swipe the card.
How much are you selling the Knicks for?
Can I use my Citi card?
DJ credit card?
Oh my god. Hi, I have 90 minutes to purchase the team.
Can we get a meeting on the books like now?
Do you take debit?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Where do I put in my credit card number? Like, just wholly unprepared.
Dude, in the wrong hands, that could have been amazing. Could have been an amazing story.
I guess Citibank is having has been having like a lot of issues. They like keep getting. I didn't know this.
I mean,
they, like,
that's
keep
clearly a pretty big issue.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah. I guess they like keep getting fined. I think they said like Elizabeth Warren had like a quote basically like she's kind of been like I guess one of the people like leading the charge on fine them and shit, and basically saying like they're too big for their own good now, like too big to manage their customers, which is like, yeah, like they're kind of showing that over and over and over again.
Dude, that one's fucked.
Were they the same infinite money glitch bank that people did earlier?
No, I think wasn't that like Bank of America?
That might have been Bank of America.
Or Chase. Actually,
it was Chase. It was the Chase money glitch. Yeah. Yeah.
And
people are so smart. I'm so glad.
People went ham on that one.
People ruin their lives.
The ones who got caught did.
Yeah. But like there's like literally I remember there's like it's hard to know what's real or not.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a trend now where on Twitter at least, if a tweet goes viral in which and like this will all connect, but like if a tweet goes viral in which like someone is describing an experience that they had, like I saw one that was like straight dudes are so wild. He like I brought a guy over to my house. He was amazed by the fact I had art on the walls, a knife set, and like bathroom decorations or something. And it went like crazy viral. And the next day I looked, and there was a tweet by like a random dude that was like, went over to a girl's house. Her place was amazing. She had, and he described, it was just her tweet, but back at her. I've been seeing like more and more of that like go off. Which is funny, and it was like the same thing with the Citibank stuff. It's like hard to know who's just acting like they frauded Citibank and are now like doing the aftermath, and who actually has like ruined their lives.
Well, I think the Chase Bank one, they went ham on that.
Or Chase Bank, yeah.
They went ham. Like there was like straight up like bread lines out in front of ATMs.
Dude, it's funny too to think like the employees being like, I wonder why everyone's so.
And I forget what that whole thing was. Wasn't it like you could just max out how much you took out, or
it was something along the lines of like if you went to an ATM, you could take out more money than what was available to you. Essentially, like you basically were able to like put, like you may only have $1,000 in your checking, but then
Yeah.
you can go to the ATM and tell it you want $8,000, and it will spit it out to you. But
Isn't that like derivatives or something? Like basically everyone got access to derivatives.
something, or like I don't even know how, like, but then like there was like in your account, like the numbers wouldn't change. Like obviously you took out
Yeah.
more money than you have. Like you don't just have that money. So like
That's crazy.
the app like wouldn't fix it.
That's crazy. Well, good on those people.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's all part of the game. If you want to play that game, you gotta be ready to lose sometimes,
Yeah. I actually came across an Instagram account, kind of in that realm. There's been some Instagram accounts I've been coming across recently that are like straight up crime accounts. Like straight up just
like what, give me an
like,
example.
so this one was this guy has like fake cards and they're blank, but he's like
credit cards.
credit cards, but they're just completely blank, and he's like obviously uploaded someone's credit card information or something. He just films himself like probably with like Ray-Ban, like the Ray-Ban sunglasses with the camera.
Yeah, like a GoPro type of view.
Literally like him going up to the thing, swiping it, and pulling out like 10 grand, doing it everywhere.
Dude, that
It's
shit's
fucked.
wild.
It's so fucked, but like I'm like, even everyone's an influencer now.
Well, and like I'm
Content
sure,
creator.
and like there's so many. I'm sure there's like comments. I mean, when I see stuff like that, it's hard not to be like, "Fuck, I wish I was doing that." Like I'm never like, "Oh, what a criminal!" Like it's never my first thought. I'm always like, "God damn, I wish I was like doing that shit."
Well, it's so
I never
weird.
will, but like, please.
Once they become like crime content creators, it's like a whole different thing.
Yeah,
You view it differently.
yeah.
It's a very weird way to see crime when it's like done well, when it's shot well, like
When there's some production value.
yeah, like the guys that we talked about before, but the guys who were going around swimming through lanes like in their cars.
Oh
Did we
yeah,
do-
yeah.
yeah,
Squeaks.
swimming,
Yeah, squeeze.
and then and the guys who like run from the cops. It's
Yeah,
like that's a whole new content strategy.
just outlandish. Yeah, I mean, like, what gets people to stop in their tracks on the news? Police
Yeah.
chases. What if we just did those in New York City? Like,
Those
yeah,
are so crazy. I literally just saw one the other day where a guy's doing a donut around a PD
yeah.
just to incite him. Like, come on, chase me. Which is fucking crazy. It's a brilliant concept because it's basically like first grade shit. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
GTA. It's what you do in GTA. It's
Yeah.
GTA in real life. Like, yeah,
but like I'm like looking at my kid, he's like, run after me. And he like comes up and pokes me.
yeah. It's the same thing. Same kind of antagonist, and just being like, "Will you catch me?"
Yeah. But this guy's burning down the highway at like a 150 or something like that.
In like
And
some
just-
sort of like a Lambo or Corvette or some shit,
Corvette.
right? Like, yeah,
Turns the lights off.
yep. And it's all blacked out, right?
All blacked out.
Yeah.
And he's got that sick camera off the back. And
Yeah.
you just see like the blinking lights kind of slowly fade into the background. I'm like, wow.
I do think what's
Pretty good.
crazy about that content too is it sort of makes you realize like how many people get away,
I know.
right? Like you kind of think of it as this thing of like if you're getting chased by the cops, it's like it's over. Like especially if
Yeah.
you do some donuts around them, like you're gonna get caught. But like it's weird
Clearly
that like
not.
you don't not necessarily like if you're in a fast enough
Not
car,
necessarily.
like because it's also like you especially like a big city, like if I did it like in Avon Lake, Ohio, like I'd be the talk of the town and the only thing the police were looking at.
Yeah.
But like you do it in New York City or Los Angeles or whatever, there's so many other things, like just getting
Yep.
some dude who's shooting content of you guys looking stupid. It's probably in your best interest to stop making the police department look stupid and incompetent, so just let them go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I mean I wonder like how much of that goes into it, like the optics, because I doubt like the police want to like tell people they can't find this content creator who's posting publicly and antagonizing them. Like that doesn't look good, right?
Oh no, they probably definitely want him. You know,
But I'm saying like how publicly, like they're probably not putting out like,
oh, they're
do
probably
you know
pissed.
this man, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're probably like, if we catch this guy, we're gonna fucking beat the shit out of
Oh
him.
yeah, like we're gonna make it a little tougher on him for sure. But like
Yeah.
I think it's all internal. I don't think they're like I don't think they want it
Yeah.
to
They don't.
get out.
Yeah,
but
they
it's
don't
hard.
promote that shit at all.
Yeah, because that's like such a bad look. You know?
Yeah, it really is, right? Yeah, even the guy, like I've seen him doing donuts in front of cops, and they just don't even do anything.
Yeah.
Or
Or
it's like whatever.
yeah, I mean, do you imagine sitting in the passenger seat of the cop car, being like, "What are we gonna do?" Like,
Yeah, I think you just got to let it go. I don't know. It's
I don't
very
know.
funny.
I don't know like how laws work. Or, like being like, it seemed like why wouldn't you just fucking hit him when he's doing the donut? Just ram
know.
him, like
I don't know.
spin him
I think-
out, ram him, and yeah, it's like
I think that's off limits now.
it might be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
it's funny.
I'm just saying, if I was a cop, shit wouldn't be getting past me.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's like I don't know. It's fucking like oh, what was that show? Oh my god, I can't remember it now. The orange Mopar car. Generally,
Oh, I don't know this.
what show was that? I don't know. Where the car like launches over the bridge and the cops are chasing and they fucking like all bury themselves into the riverbed. It's like history just repeats itself. It's cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
Yeah.
And then the other one I had for you was Skype. R.I.P. Dude.
Rip to a ledge.
Ripped to a ledge. The
Rip
one
to
that
a
got
ledge.
away.
I mean, talk about all-time bag fumbles, like of all time. Is just COVID came and Skype was not even heard of. Like
Yeah.
House Party got more traction, I feel like, than Skype.
Dude, poor Skype. Gone.
I wonder
but not
why
found.
it like was the like I remember when I was in like going into like freshman year, like people had webcams were starting to Skype and stuff, and like I like at least to me, like my age bracket, like it was like the video chat, like the only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's how I thought of it at least.
I'm trying to think of like what. Maybe it was only Skype for a minute. Has Zoom been around that long?
Zoom has been around, but like I don't think anybody ever thought of Zoom as like something you would do with your friends the way it became in COVID, where people were having like watch parties or playing video games on Zoom together.
Yeah.
Like Skype was like the fun version of it,
Mm.
and Zoom was like the business, I think. And then Skype's just gone. I know, I'm sad. One of the weirdest memories I have of Skype is them heavily sponsoring like the 2016-2015 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Is because I don't know if are you familiar with the Turtles?
Yeah.
April, their reporter.
Yep.
Whenever the Turtles wanted to talk to April, who was played by Megan Fox, it was a Michael Bay movie, of course. They would Skype her. Yeah, they would Skype her. So there's always a giant Skype logo next to Megan Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's just stuck with me forever. I was like, wow, this is some like Skype is really wanting to get us.
What a weird audience! What a weird audience to advertise to.
Yeah,
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle audience, like
maybe like parents who are trying to show their kids TMNT.
Yeah, but like even the parents are like,
yeah, what is this?
I mean, that movie was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the
animated stuff.
No, not the animated stuff.
Oh, just even like the first Turtles.
Yeah.
I loved the animated show. I had like a bunch of those on VHS that I would just watch over and over and over again.
I was
I still think
Turtle.
Shredder is such a cool villain. He looks so sick.
Which Ninja Turtle did you identify with?
Donatello.
Donatello.
One. Yeah.
I was like
What about
split
you?
between Raphael and Michelangelo.
Okay, I
My
can see that.
my love for pizza.
And
Then I also
partying.
wanted to like
Raphael's like the aggro one, right?
yeah, wasn't Raphael the blue one with swords?
That's Leonardo.
Raphael was the three prong thing.
Three prong red.
Yeah, no, I'm right. Yeah, Raphael and Michelangelo.
Yeah, Michelangelo's the party dude.
Yeah.
Leonardo's the leader.
Yeah. And Raphael is just the aggro.
Raphael's always like, Leonardo, you think you can lead this? I'd be a much better leader.
yeah.
You should have killed Shredder when you had the chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that character. It's like the best character in any show. It's just like aggro character who wants to kill
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Good guy who really should be a villain is right.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
that guy.
I used to love it. Dude, I love that show.
It's so good.
I love that show growing up.
Craig, the brain. Craig.
All of them, man. Did you like the Michael Bay one? The film?
I mean, like, I can't
so
remember
Michael
it.
Bay.
What's that?
It was so Michael Bay.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
he's got a style. He's got a type.
Yeah.
Michael Bay is just making movies for men. You know, like,
I feel like Michael Bay's style, like on all color grading, is like there's like a sharpen layer, and he's just like sharp, like, make sure everything is
like
sharp.
everything crisp as hell,
crisp as hell, yeah.
and just
everything's so sharp that there's a like a lighting effect coming off of it at all times.
the whole screen shimmers.
Yeah.
It really does. And like there's always somebody there's always a part in a Michael Bay movie where someone is sliding down something so fast as an explosion is happening above them. It's either a
Like
snow mountain,
too, right?
a skyscraper.
You can barely hold on because they're sliding so fast.
And then slow motion as they're falling off the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the item that they've all been fighting over is in the middle, and a hand is coming out in front.
Totally.
We've got to get to the ring.
We can do this. We could be the next Michael Bay. What?
I could just ask ChatGPT to write us a Michael Bay film.
Honestly, probably pretty easily.
I'd probably do a decent job. To be honest with you. There's enough stuff out there.
Yeah. PT.
I'm gonna be
the next Michael Bay.
I'm gonna be the next big screenwriter in Hollywood. ChatGPT, write me a script.
We should Michael Bay films that should not be Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Like Love Actually, Michael Bay.
The Michael Bay version. Yeah, like a rom-com. 50 First Dates, Michael Bay.
Yeah. Homeward Bound, Michael Bay.
If they did something like 50 First Dates, the entire movie would just be how she got amnesia for there'd be 45 minutes of an explosion and an insane car crash.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Michael
should.
Bay, everything.
It's too bad there is because it's too bad movies cost so much now, because that really would be a worthwhile experiment to me, at least, is like Michael Bay directs rom-com.
Yeah. Or he just recreates all these classical films with insane budgets.
Dude, if you saw like a quick preview of just a bunch of like big time rom-coms, romances and comedies and stuff like that like were just quick cycled through, and then it was like presenting the Michael Bay medley. Like, it's I would totally go. Let's see it.
People just getting killed and fucking shredded to pieces.
I love you. I love you too. Superbad by Michael Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta get the booze.
It'd be so good. So good. Everything's an action sequence at all times.
He would take it out of high school and just make it like an army base.
He should do like old Disney movies.
Ooh, the made for TV ones.
Toy Story,
Mighty
Fuck.
Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
I've never
That'd be
seen it.
insane. You never seen Mighty Ducks?
I should see it. I'm sure I'd love it.
What?
Yeah, never seen it.
Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's like a highly, highly rated movie.
That's like next to Titanic.
Titanic's overrated.
Well, no. What else? Gone with the Wind. I think they actually reference it with Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind is. Have you watched Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's in the same world as Gone with the Wind as far as like
Prestige. Yeah, it goes Mighty
Prestige.
Ducks. What are some other perfect movies? What
Top 5 best movies of all time.
What's the
Gone with the
Rosebud
Wind.
movie?
Mighty Ducks.
What's Rosebud? Citizen Kane. Mighty Ducks. It is funny though, like when you just have personal preferences, like because like for me it is like like some of my top movies are like Forrest Gump, like Citizen Kane, like Superbad.
Yeah. They're like, what?
Like when you just have like a personal taste like that and you're just honest, it is really funny to hear people like because everybody likes a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes movie. Everyone's like that movie was actually the best movie.
Yeah.
You know?
No, exactly.
Like we all
I would
have
be like
all
that, and it's like
stuff.
Citizen Kane, Dumb and Dumber. Like,
Yeah, just good movies. Yeah.
Blank Check.
And Ocean's 11. Like
Yeah. Like the worst spot of all time.
because like there are just those movies like Ocean's 11 I think is actually like a perfect example for that where it's like I don't think anyone would ever if you're discussing top 5 movies all time ever made, Ocean's 11 is not even mentioned, right? Like you wouldn't have a
But
discussion
it's
with a
so
serious
good.
But and here's what I'm saying is like if you saw that movie at the right time and it affected you the right way, like it is something where you're like, no, that is kind of the best movie. Like
The first
easily,
one,
right?
the first one is so good.
The first one's awesome. Yeah, the first one rips.
So good.
Yeah.
Like you can't like that's in a that's got to be in a chart somewhere.
Is that young Brad Pitt or young Matt Damon? It's one of them, right?
I think it's young, both of them.
Is it young both of them?
I mean, they were
Yeah.
both young at the time. Like, I don't know.
That's Ocean's 11 cast.
I want to see.
It is both of them. You're completely right. Yeah, but Brad Pitt
and
is
then
the
George
younger one.
Clooney too, but George Clooney's always been old.
And he's the main guy.
Yeah.
Danny Ocean.
All right, let's see if our top movies of all time matches up with what the internet says.
Did you hear about the website Letterboxd?
What's that?
It got really hot for a bit. It's just literally a big website of movie reviews.
Oh, really?
It's like, but like they made it more made it feel more like Twitter-ish than like say Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
So like it's more about like making your review engaging, like and funny and stuff like that, than like just the fact you did review it, if that makes sense. So like people like are pretty funny about their reviews in there. So
That's cool.
Yeah, you can get some funny shit in there.
This is what GPT says is the top 5 of all time.
Of all time. A definitive list from ChatGPT. The Tastemaker.
The Godfather.
Okay. Yeah, people would say that for sure.
That's number 1.
Can I just say real quick? I don't like The Godfather.
I didn't like it.
I don't think it's good. I can't understand what anyone's fucking saying. They're all mumbling and shit.
Yeah,
It was the most boring thing in the world. I can't believe people are obsessed with it. I need to try it again. But that was my take. I was like, this movie's just a bunch of people mumbling.
I think dudes just like it because it's like guns shooting everywhere and shit. You know what I
Mobby.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mobby. But it's not like that great of a movie.
After saying we really like Mighty Ducks is pretty good.
Ducks is good.
The Godfather is pretty mad. All they do is mumble.
Dude, the opening scene, I think it's the opening scene of Mighty Ducks. Gets you right in the fucking gizzard every time, dude. You're just heart right there. You get blown away. Citizen Kane, number 2. Pulp Fiction, number 3.
kind of a crazy pull from GPT. I love Pulp Fiction.
I do love that movie too.
Well, how do you feel
The
about Kill Bill?
Shawshank Redemption
Oh, people also love Shawshank.
4.
I like Shawshank.
Number 5 is pretty gnarly. This is actually GPT actually did what we were
Kind of
talking
did.
about.
Yeah.
The 5th one is just like is The Dark Knight.
That is just
human.
that's clearly just somebody at OpenAI sent you that. I mean, a great movie. I love The Dark Knight too, but
maybe that's how we're supposed to structure it, though. Maybe GPT is telling us like these are the top 4. Like if you want to just like survive the conversation, and then insert
a
your
personal
movie at 5.
Yeah, the movie you actually want to talk about at 5.
Yeah, GPT basically did that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ocean's 11, Dark Knight, those are perfect ones that are like not
Yeah.
no. I don't think any serious movie person would bring those up.
Yeah.
But you could also like you could so see somebody like, I don't know, I think Transformers holds up. You know, just because of the time you saw it and like how big it was, or like Avatar. Some people are obsessed with Avatar.
Oh yeah, dude, Avatar. I watched it. It was people
see
say
both of
I
them?
cried watching it. Did you cry watching it?
No. It's like it's not a good script. Like
Yeah.
it's corny. It's a spectacle. Like, and that script is good enough. Like it's still engaging and shit, right? But like,
weren't people getting sick watching it because it was like too hyper realistic or something?
I think that was to sell tickets, like especially the first one. Like,
Yeah,
because the 3D in the first one. I remember my brother took like my brother was way older than me, but like he came home from California while I was like still in high school and stuff, and he like one of the things he like needed us to do when he was home for like 3 days was he bought us tickets to Avatar because he was like, you guys have to see it. It was like he was obsessed with this. This was like his 5th time seeing it.
Wow.
Like just was like crazy about it. And I remember like the thing that got him, it wasn't like he thought the movie was like this incredible story or anything. He honestly was just like, the 3D is so cool. Like he just couldn't stop about like, because he was like, you know, most 3D is like put on your glasses and whoa,
Yeah.
you know. And he's like, no, you just put them on and the movie just looks better, you know. And that was like what really got him with it, was just like the visual part of it. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
I mean, yeah, but it was like, this is still a fucking movie. Are we like? I felt like I was missing something. I was like, I watched it.
Do you see the second one?
I think so. I
The
wasn't
Way
like,
of Water.
yeah, I wasn't blown away at all.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. Is like I will totally see the one after, but I know what I'm doing is like I'm going to a tech demo. I'm not seeing a movie. Like I'm looking at how pretty the water looks while the movie happens around it. You know?
Yeah, that was cool. And then but like I don't remember it. Like I remember the opening scene of Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like Avatar's not a good movie. It's not a good script.
Yeah.
There's nothing that happens in it. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, headaches. So the phenomenon with some viewers experience nausea, headaches, or dizziness. It was a 3D.
and I almost feel like that was almost more to like sell tickets and shit. But did you? I know when Avatar came out, a bunch of people sued the script because they all said that they had written it first, and then people all had to come to grips because they were like, my story's like almost the exact same and like all this stuff, and people had to come to grips with the fact that like there's only so many stories to tell, and like everyone just wrote Pocahontas, and it's like, yeah, that's Avatar's Pocahontas. Like you guys all wrote Pocahontas again. Like you're allowed to write Pocahontas in a different way. You know, like, and like I just remember that being a thing where like that kind of like all these people came out of the woodwork and be like, I wrote this first. Like kind of
You know what hasn't been written?
What's that?
is the local personal injury attorney lawyer.
Who
movie.
takes over the town?
Yeah, that's still...
My guy Tim Misney is apparently. I don't know if this is real or not, but I saw an ad that he's looking for extras and actors for his movie, the Tim Misney movie.
You're lying.
Local Cleveland actors he's looking for.
What movie?
Have I shown you Tim Misney? This might be a
No.
great time.
Please share.
We'll share it.
Please share. When you're pulling it up, I'm gonna get another beer. That beer was good.
LFG. All right, let's share here.
You think people would just like watch this and they're like, "Wow, what an incredible set!"
Yeah, great set.
Stop it.
This is Tim Misney. Misney makes them pay. I'm Tim Misney, and I'll make them pay. Heard at work, I'll make them pay. These are all over the place in Cleveland. Just
That is a weird
I'm
looking
Tim Misney.
movie.
You know what I do. He makes them pay. We already know. We do know what he... See, look at that. That is branding. There's nothing about what he does. There's no contact. This dude owns Cleveland.
Misney. I feel like there's so much fun copywriting you could do with his name.
Oh, yeah. And just the fact he just makes them pay. What would Misney do? He'd make them pay.
Tim never Misneys.
He never Misneys, dude.
Never Misneys. Why does he do The Rock? Why does he think he's The Rock?
I mean, it's just been his thing. The whole...
Stop it with
You
that
do that-
hat. Put the hat. Go back to the guy. Go back to
Oh, the
his
man in the hat?
little bird.
That's Misney, my guy.
Come on.
There's also...
Why is he wearing it backwards?
Because he's just cool. Because he makes them pay, dude. He's a bad boy.
Dude, Disney makes him pay.
The other guys we have are these guys who look insane.
Oh no.
Elk and Elk.
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Click that guy. Click the guy.
Yeah. This guy.
What haircut is that?
Dude, it's a fucking cut. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. It's both these dudes, dude.
Click that the middle one.
He's had this forever.
What is that?
Here it was a little when he had more hair. I think he's just clinging on to it.
I mean, these guys make good money. Can't you just run out to Turkey real quick?
That's the thing is, like, you don't have to live like this. Clearly, they're very successful. They literally sponsor Ohio State. Like, they're clearly very successful.
These guys are the thumbnail of this video. Please.
Just this.
Go. What is that haircut, dude? That's wild. Look how... Why is it so fuzzy on the side?
It's like a baby duck, dude.
What the fuck?
Right?
Dude. What? Go back to that guy. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Can you scroll down? That one, right? Okay, so the Reddit one.
Serious lawyers for serious injuries. Just fuck my shit up. Or fuck looking like Mr. O'Hare if his barber had a meth addiction. That is, I'm not even realizing how funny that is. That first of all, he got featured on the bad haircut subreddit, and that he looks so unserious here, and they're these serious lawyers for serious injury.
Oh my god.
These guys are always right in my hometown. I crack up when I see the other dude's hairstyle too. Yeah, they're the best.
That guy is wild. What is that?
Dude, Ohio is the best Just the serious lawyers right here.
Oh no. Is that his dad? It's got to be his dad, right?
Gotta
It
be.
is.
Yeah, Art and David Elk.
Art and David.
Apparently, seemingly very big Jewish people in Cleveland.
Which one's David? Which one's Art?
This is David.
Art.
David's the younger one.
He is?
I'm pretty positive. Wasn't that what I was saying?
No, opposite.
Oh no, you're right. This is Arthur. Yeah, this is Art.
Art's like, hey, how's it going?
Do you think they get their haircut at the same barber?
Art needs to go to David's barber and shave it off.
Truly, David's getting better advice.
Hey.
Yeah, look, one of the first things that's looked up when you is hair. That's so funny.
That's crazy. My boy.
I wonder if
Oh,
it's
that's
like
like emo.
It's pretty emo, dude.
That's pretty emo right there.
Yeah, the Black
Night in the
Parade.
night. What's that song?
I was thinking Black Parade. Like when I was a young boy, my father taught me how to do insurance.
This is cancer. What a fucking guy, dude.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my god, dude. That's you guys gotta level up. I mean,
I love our local celebrities.
our personal injury guys are top notch.
San Diego, I'm guessing they are pretty good looking people.
The guy in San Diego, King, is his name.
Destin.
My buddy wraps cars, right, for a living. He owns a shop. He wraps King's cars in like gold chrome. Every car he buys comes in, gets wrapped gold chrome. Pretty fire.
That's insane.
Art ain't doing that shit.
Art does not have the funds.
Yeah.
What kind of cars? Like insane, like
everything. Yeah,
shit?
insane shit. Rolls, Bentleys,
Toys. Yeah,
Lamborghinis, the whole thing.
toys. Yeah.
Everything is gold chrome.
That's what a fucking vibe.
With just a thing on the side that just says King.
That's honestly, that's I would say that's kind of a poor guy's idea of what a rich guy would do, right?
No, this dude's like rich.
Like stupid rich. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one thing. It's one thing to do it and not have the funds. This guy has the funds for sure.
It's like taking private jets.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I wonder if Art Elk has ever taken a PJ.
Oh, for sure.
Should we try to hit him up to be an influencer for Saucy?
I think we should hit him up and so we can do an interview with him.
That'd be cool.
That would set the internet on fire.
We got him, Art Elk.
We got Art Elk on the pod for an interview.
You guys are in for a real treat.
We got Art Elk. And he showed up in this sick ass haircut.
People would listen.
Ohio would be blown away.
I would be here. Ohio
would be here in a big way. Yeah, dude.
Are you getting pumped for the Parade of Planets that's tonight?
The what?
Oh, someone's not interested in the space-time continuum and how rare tonight's event will be.
What is it?
Tonight, you'll be able to see, I think,
Uranus?
7 planets from the night sky tonight.
Like actually see them, or they're gonna look like stars.
I don't know how visually, like I think you'll be able to see the ones that are the 3 in front of us easily, and then Uranus and Saturn you need binoculars for.
You do need binoculars for my anus.
My anus. Get in there.
By the way, speaking of space, the fucking asteroid became a nothing burger.
Did
Like,
it?
total
I didn't
nothing
get
burger.
the update. on
Yeah,
it.
now it's like it's gonna miss.
Oh, dumb. Why even tell us about it then?
Why everyone 0.2, 0.3%? Oh, actually, it's gonna miss us by a mile.
It was up to like 3%. People were like acting like it was a real thing.
Yeah. So,
I just
All right,
want
so-
something to happen.
planet party tonight.
Planet Parade. Parade of Planets.
And what is it like? Something's supposed to happen.
They're just gonna be visible, that's all.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to tell me the Oscars were this weekend.
The Oscars are this weekend on Sunday.
Are you just so excited?
I really couldn't care less, I think, personally.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't
haven't watched
know.
any new movies.
Neither have I. And I guess I just like don't know who those shows are for. You know, like I just can't help
they're
but
clearly for the actors.
yeah, clearly, right? Like that's how I feel about it.
That's
Just,
all
like,
that matters. Yeah.
when I was in LA, like I was around a lot of people that like worked in show business, anywhere from like PAs to like agent assistants to whatever development people, all that sort of stuff, and like that was always kind of like appointment viewing was like any of the award shows, which I totally get because like they're all watching them and stuff, but like being someone who's like not in the industry or like I don't know any actors or actresses, like that's just they're just their character on the screen for me. It's just like a bunch of people just like talking about all the amazing things they do for the world over and over and over again. And it's just like, all right,
Well, we always go back to it. It's like what trips me out is like these guys are like, "Oh my god, you did such a beautiful film," or this and this and that, whatever. But there's like a YouTuber out there like just fucking murdering them on views.
yeah,
You know?
and like there is a difference between like
Jacob
content.
smokes or whatever.
Jacob fucking Jones.
Yeah, he's probably smoking half the fucking actors.
I mean, honestly, I bet you that video of him day drinking and smoking at a public park at 3 p.m. got more views than a lot of the movies that are will be up for Oscars or this weekend. And yeah, I don't know, like that's also the thing where it just kind of feels almost antiquated at this point where like movies really aren't like that anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Or at least like there's not as much of like cultural unity in the world anywhere anymore. And it almost feels like any of these award shows like are so late to realizing that. And I got to imagine their ratings are falling. The only reason anyone even like it even got like a little bit of a bump up was when Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah,
and that was because of that. And like then it became like a Jada Smith thing and all this stuff. And like she's actually like an abusive wife.
that was weird.
Yeah, it's a really weird dynamic.
It's
but like like that was the only thing. Like
he like slapped like this.
Dude, that was a wild thing.
He slap like that?
No, he followed through.
He was like,
it was maybe you got to rewatch it. It was broad shoulders. It was cocked back. It was follow through like he was throwing a baseball pitch, dude. It was insane.
But it was like an actor's version of a slap.
It was exaggerated for sure.
No one slaps like that.
It was like done like he knew the camera.
Oh yeah, because the follow through came down, right?
The follow through came down and it moved his whole body with it.
It was like a golf swing or something.
Yeah, like a pitcher. Yeah, like it was like a pitcher.
But his hand was like it stayed like that, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, he gave him a good. I bet it hurt.
Even post slap, he was still in this like version.
90 degrees, dude.
Oh god, who's in this? They need something. They gotta do something.
That's what I was like. Afterward, I remember like the only way you could top that next year is if you like guaranteed like a cage match between a couple actors or something. You know, like just turn it into WWE.
I feel like there's some. Is there not some energy brewing between The Rock and the other guy,
Is there?
the bald headed guy from Fast and the Furious.
Oh, Vin Diesel?
Yeah, I think there's something going on with them.
Really?
Maybe we can get like
Two
a fight.
kings are fighting?
So yeah, I don't know.
I also think The Rock is like recently got almost sort of like found, like not found out, but like it's like he was overvalued almost with like because that movie, the Red One, did not do well.
Dude, all his movies have been like
Flops.
just trash.
Complete flops.
That's where they need us.
They do.
We're just gonna put this shit in the GPT, rip out a scripty, and fucking go film this shit.
You guys are so inefficient, we could fix Hollywood.
Yeah. With good comedy.
Just good comedy.
Oh my god. All right, so Planet Parade, the Oscars. That's what we got going on.
Yeah. And Saturday free day. I'm going to a mac and cheese throwdown fest on Saturday.
What the fuck is that?
Just a bunch of different mac and cheeses happening all around Cleveland.
A throwdown? Is this like you got to make something like a potluck?
Oh, I don't have to make something. This is just like a event in Cleveland with a bunch of different like restaurants doing their own version of mac and cheese.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like a street fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Something to do.
Is it they got beer?
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there'll be refreshments.
Are there going to be people there?
There'll be people there.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, dress nice.
Yeah. I will. I'll wear my best. Wear a suit.
Wear that hat I got you.
I will.
We gotta promote that energy, you know.
Exactly. Gotta have all the beautiful women coming and alpha males complimenting me.
Welcoming energy.
Yeah, exactly. That's me.
Yeah, you are.
What about you?
All right. Well, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
Pretty
wrong with
good.
that.
Yeah. Nothing going down. Maybe call up some of these personal. I'm gonna call Art. I'm gonna see if he can get on the pod with us.
Yeah, I'll hit up Misney. Maybe let's just get him on a group chat together.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna email him.
Yeah, hit him with a little email.
I'm gonna tell him this is a very serious podcast.
For serious lawyers dealing with serious injuries.
Yeah. And he should actually sponsor our podcast.
Kind of cool.
Personal injury
Cool.
attorneys are pretty good sponsors.
Elk and elk.
Yep. So, all right. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Have a great weekend.
You too.